Bryan Mbeumo has arrived at Old Trafford carrying the weight of 6 brilliant years at Brentford, along with a burning desire to conquer new heights. In the summer of 2025, Manchester United endured weeks of tense negotiations and finally splashed more than £70 million to bring him in. That fee makes Mbeumo the second most expensive signing of Ruben Amorim's era, just behind Benjamin Sesko. From the very first touches, his twisting dribbles and razor-sharp finishes have lit up Old Trafford, like a fresh gust of wind sweeping through a club desperate to rise again after years of frustration. But the question remains, will Mbeumo be the new Cristiano Ronaldo, the man to spark United's rebirth, or is he simply another short-term piece in a long and painful rebuilding puzzle? According to Sportmaker, Mbeumo arrived at Brentford as a raw talent with little top-flight experience. Yet almost instantly, he left his mark, helping the Bees clinch promotion and quickly becoming indispensable. Between 2019 and 2025, he made 242 appearances, scoring 70 goals and adding 51 assists. Those numbers tell the story of a player who carried real weight in Brentford's rise. But his value went beyond the stats. Brentford shaped him into a complete forward. Playing alongside Ivan Toney, he often drifted wide, dropping deep to create and stretch defenses. When Toney was absent, Mbeumo seamlessly stepped up as the main attacking threat, thriving in a false nine role. That tactical flexibility elevated him from a speedy winger into one of the Premier League's most versatile attacking stars. And then there's the intangibles. At Brentford, he wasn't just a scorer, he became a leader. Teammates describe him as someone who makes everyone around him better. He's not the loudest voice in the dressing room, but on the pitch, he's tireless, relentless, inspiring others with his sheer effort. That spirit lifted Brentford through their toughest spells and made him more than just a footballer. It made him the heartbeat of the team. The 2024-25 season was the turning point in Bryan Mbeumo's career. With Ivan Toney gone and Brentford stretched thin, Mbeumo carried the team on his back, finishing the campaign with 20 goals. Even more impressive, he outperformed his expected goals by plus 7.7, the highest overperformance of any player in the Premier League that season. That clinical edge transformed him into one of the league's deadliest finishers and elevated his reputation from a reliable attacker to a genuine star. Naturally, Europe's giants began circling. And when the dust of the season settled, it was Manchester United who made the decisive move. On July 21, 2025, Mbeumo sealed his transfer to Old Trafford for £65 million, plus £6 million in add-ons, bringing the total package to around £71 million. For United, this was more than just a signing. It was a statement of intent. For Brentford, it was the perfect conclusion to a long-term project. Coaches, scouts, and analysts had taken a raw talent plucked from League Two, molded him in the Championship, unleashed him in the Premier League, and eventually sold him for a colossal fee. This is Brentford's philosophy in motion, the data-driven club proving once again the power of smart recruitment and patient development. They didn't just sign a player, they built a star. And in Mbeumo, they showcased the blueprint for every mid-table Premier League club. Discover, nurture, elevate, and cash in. From an unheralded youngster in the second tier of French football to a £70 million Premier League superstar, Bryan Mbeumo's 6-year journey is the very definition of Brentford's success story. Bryan Mbeumo arrived at Manchester United carrying a heavy responsibility, not just to be another attacking option, but to reignite belief in a club that has stumbled through years of uncertainty, much like Cristiano Ronaldo once did back in 2003. And in a team still struggling to find its rhythm, Mbeumo quickly emerged as one of the few shining lights. The new signing from Cameroon, though not yet fully in sync with Ruben Amorim's system, has already made his mark with bursts of pace, chance creation, and 2 crucial goals for the Red Devils. His energy and determination didn't just set him apart, they elevated him above more established teammates like Bruno Fernandes and Matheus Cunha, earning him the Player of the Month award. To top it off, his stunning strike against Burnley was voted Goal of the Month. These accolades underline just how swiftly Mbeumo has adapted and how quickly he's captured the hearts of United fans. The double honor was a fitting reward for a blistering debut month. The highlight, of course, came against Burnley, where he not only scored the decisive goal, but also picked up the Man of the Match award. Before that, he had already opened his account with a sensational solo effort in a 2-2 Carabao Cup draw with Grimsby Town. Even though he missed a penalty in the shootout, his quality and impact throughout August were undeniable. More importantly, Mbeumo has brought back something United had been missing for years: raw pace and relentless energy. Clocked at a top speed of 36.36 kilometers per hour, he ranks among the fastest players in the Premier League. Combine that speed with his lethal left foot, and United suddenly have a new, unpredictable weapon up front. For fans who had been drowning in gloom just months earlier, Mbeumo has given them a reason to believe again. It's no surprise that one of the Premier League's most complete and efficient forwards had been attracting interest from top clubs across Europe. But for Bryan, there was never any doubt about where his heart lay. "My first shirt was a Manchester United top with Ronaldo behind," he once revealed. "When I was really young, the two best footballers were Ronaldo and Messi. My dream was to become a football player and play for one of the biggest teams in the world." More than 20 years ago, Cristiano Ronaldo began his journey at Old Trafford with the same hunger and desire to conquer. Today, Bryan Mbeumo is bringing back that very same feeling of déjà vu for Manchester United fans. The sight of a tireless runner, stepping into the spotlight at the Theatre of Dreams, ready to write a new chapter in the club's great story. The difference lies in style. Ronaldo dazzled with swagger and flair. Mbeumo, on the other hand, is built on hard work, power, and blistering speed. Yet both share the same unshakable hunger and the ability to make an immediate impact. Frank Momo, his former teammate at Troyes, once said, "Believe me, Bryan will have a big impact in that dressing room. He hates to lose so much, it's crazy. In the beginning, he'll be shy, but once the season goes on, his personality and professionalism will shine. His teammates will follow his lead." This is who Mbeumo is. Not a star obsessed with the spotlight, but a humble worker who wins respect through effort and consistency. Like Ronaldo in 2003, he's more than just a new signing. He represents a fresh beginning, a new standard, for a club desperate to restore its glory. Manchester United have wandered for too long since the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, weighed down by failed transfers and false dawns. But with Bryan Mbeumo, the picture feels different. He's the spark, the unpredictable game changer who not only makes the difference on the pitch, but also inspires belief off it. His qualities are tailor-made for lightning-fast counterattacks, bursting past defenders, finding space, and either finishing himself or setting up teammates in prime positions. Last season, he played every single Premier League match for Brentford, scoring 20 goals and providing 8 assists, a testament to just how influential he had become. And now United have a left-footed attacker who can also use both feet, who can drive forward with pace, pause to outwit defenders with finesse, and exploit space whether out wide or through the middle. When it comes to efficiency, Bryan Mbeumo is ruthless. Among the 25 players who scored 10 or more goals in last season's Premier League, he averaged just 2.2 shots per 90 minutes, ranking only 19th. Yet his conversion was extraordinary. 1 goal for every 22.7 touches, with a staggering 24% shot-to-goal ratio, the third highest in the league. More tellingly, he netted 20 goals from an expected tally of just 12.3, the best overperformance in the Premier League. A true master of taking chances when they come. Physically, Mbeumo has shown resilience too. He did miss 3 months between December 2023 and May 2024 with an ankle injury that required surgery. But aside from that setback, he's been remarkably reliable, missing no matches through injury across the entire 2024-25 campaign. As his former coach Thomas Frank once said, "It is impossible to replace him 1-for-1. It cannot be done. How many wingers score 20 goals for a mid-table club? And then with 7 assists, plus his work ethic and his character. All these things mean that he has a lot, so he is a good player." Pontus Jansson, another ex-teammate, recalled a conversation with then-sporting director Rasmus Ankersen when Brentford first spent £5.4 million to sign him. Rasmus had said, "We are going to buy a young player from France, and if he is not a world-class player in a couple of years, I'm going to be very disappointed." Yeah, he wasn't wrong. The new season has only just begun, but already Mbeumo has reignited belief among Manchester United supporters. The English press has even dubbed him the new Ronaldo at Old Trafford, not in terms of style, but in his role as the torchbearer of a new era. With a Player of the Month award, a Goal of the Month award, blistering pace and an uncompromising spirit, he has become the brightest hope to pull United out of their spiral of mediocrity. If Ronaldo once wrote the opening chapter of a golden decade at Old Trafford, then maybe, just maybe, Bryan Mbeumo could be the one to start a new journey. A journey to restore Manchester United to their rightful place at the summit of European football. No one can guarantee the future will shine as brightly as the past. But for the first time in years, United fans finally have a reason to dream again. And that reason wears the name Bryan Mbeumo.